Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wild Wacky Wednesday YouTube. And this week, I thought that I would just piggyback on what we've been learning about in our preschool class lately, and that is butterflies and all kinds of fun facts about butterflies. So, of course, I just knew that I should take a little time to read one of my favorite stories that kind of helps us begin to understand how an egg becomes a butterfly eventually. And of course, that would be The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So why don't we go ahead and get started? The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The author of this book's name is Eric Carle. He wrote a lot of wonderful books for children. This is one of his classics, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So I'll tell you what, to make it easier, because I'm using my iPad, I will read a page and then I will show everybody the fabulous pictures. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. So there you go. They've got the little egg laying on the leaf in the light of the moon. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. So that egg turned into a tiny caterpillar under the warmth of the sun. He started to look for some food. There he goes. He's looking for food. This is a great book to help us with counting, too. There's a lot of good counting in here, you guys. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through three plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through four strawberries, and guess what? If you guessed he was still hungry, you would be correct. So on Friday, he ate through five oranges, but he was still hungry. Now look at these pages right here. This is why it's so fun for counting, because you've got one apple. You've got your two pears. You've got your three plums. You've got your four strawberries. And then you've got your five oranges. And he's nibbled holes through each one of those pieces. And guess what? He is still hungry. Whoa, so on Saturday, he ate through one piece of chocolate cake, one ice cream cone, one pickle, one slice of Swiss cheese, one slice of salami, one lollipop, one piece of cherry pie, one sausage, one cupcake, and one slice of watermelon. Look at all that stuff that he ate through. Whoa, the cake, the ice cream, the pickle, the cheese, the sausage, the lollipop, the pie, another sausage, a cupcake, and a slice of watermelon. And then, can you guys remember what happens? He ate so much junk food that night, he had a stomach ache. Whoa. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through one nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. So a whole week has gone by, you guys. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're back to Sunday, and he's feeling better. Now, he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. And he built a small house called a cocoon around himself. And he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. There he is, you built kind of a shell, and that's a small house called a cocoon, and he stayed inside there for 2 weeks. And then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, he pushed his way out, and he had become a beautiful butterfly. Look at that. So that's just a classic story that kind of begins to talk us through what we like to call the life cycle of a butterfly. And I have a couple more books I can show you. This one we read in our classroom. It's all about butterflies and how to explore butterflies. Let's see. Let me find a good page in here for you guys to look at. Oh, we learned butterflies stay safe by camouflage. We talked about that big word camouflage. That means you can use colors or other things to disguise yourself or make you feel like you're kind of invisible. This is a red butterfly camouflaged on red flower petals. This butterfly camouflaged itself to look like a brown leaf. So sometimes butterflies can do that too. They're like magical creatures, you guys. And kind of just like we talked about, here's some eggs, and they are hatching to become tiny caterpillars. And then they grow a little bit bigger, like on this page. And then right here, it's hanging upside down. They're calling this a chrysalis, which is kind of like the cocoon that we just saw, turned into a chrysalis, and then, wow, becomes a beautiful butterfly. Another cycle of life. And I've got one more beautiful butterfly book right here, you guys, that we just read. And this one's called Good Question. How does a caterpillar become a butterfly? Another scientific book that we could look at to help answer our questions. The best thing is, if you ever have a question or you're curious about something, you can look in a book and maybe you can find the answer. Let me get to a page in this book and see what it might tell us also. Let's see. It's full of questions. This one says, let me just turn to any page here. Let's see here. It says, how does a butterfly see, smell, and feel? So I could read these words to you, and it says butterflies have 2 eyes, just like you, but they don't see the world in the same way. The lens inside of your eyes gives you a complete view of the world, but a butterfly has a lot of little lenses that make up its eye, so a butterfly can see up and down and right and left all at the same time, so it can fly around and flutter and stay safe. And butterflies smell by using their antenna that's on the top of their head, and that's sometimes how they get their food and eat their food as well. So there you go. You can learn something by opening a book and reading all kinds of questions. This one happened to be a book about questions about butterflies. And remember, guys, we also did this in our class. We hung up a special poster, and the poster also tells us about the life cycles. Number 1, when they're the egg. Number 2, when the caterpillar begins to hatch from the egg. Number 3, it eats and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That leads us down to number 4, as it builds its chrysalis or its cocoon to keep it safe for about 2 weeks. And then it slowly is able to poke out and emerge and become a beautiful butterfly. So there you go, guys. There's a little fun Wednesday YouTube for you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.